Hey everyone, it's Amber, and today I'm going to be doing a huge spring book haul, and I'm so excited. It was raining really hard out today, and I film with natural light, so that's very difficult to get the lighting for that to work, and usually it does not look good at all. So I wasn't going to film today, but then the sun came out, so now I'm filming, and I'm very excited. So let's just get right into my spring book haul. So I've tried not to buy a lot of books lately, but I finally used up some Amazon gift cards that I had, and I got some books sent to me. So let's just get right into this book haul, and I'm super excited about all these books that I got, so let's just get into them. So I'm going to go through them in the order that I got them. The first one that I got was Of Poseidon by Anna Banks. I was really wanting some sort of mermaidy book because I was rewatching H2O. If you guys ever watched that show? So I wanted a summary mermaid book, and I picked this one up and I started it, but I haven't gotten back into it yet. I think I'm going to save it for the summer, but I'm really excited to get into this. All I really know about this is that it's about mermaids, and that's enough information for my little mermaid loving heart to pick up this book, so I'm really excited for it. I went to Barnes & Noble around, I think it was like March or April, and I got this book and one other book, and that is These Shallow Graves by Jennifer Donnelly. I've been really wanting to read this, and I've been hearing a lot about it for some reason lately, and some people that I really trust have talked about it and said that they really like it, so I wanted to pick it up. It's a historical fiction book, which I've actually never really read historical fiction, I don't think. So it's about this girl, and she wants to be a reporter, and everything's going well for her, and then her father is found dead, and they believe that he killed himself while cleaning his revolver, and she decides to investigate this with this other guy that's also a journalist reporter. I'm pretty sure that is an accurate summary, but I'm not 100% sure. That's kind of what I got from the description, but why I picked this up is because I've heard that this is really great and that there's a good romance in it, and I'm a sucker for a good romance, so I really am excited for this, and I'm also really excited to get into the genre of historical fiction because I really have never read any historical fiction. The next book that I purchased over these past few months is Stalking Jack the Ripper by Carrie Moniscalco, and this one kind of has a similar theme in a way, with involving murder and like crime solving and stuff like that. This one is about this girl, and she is involved in kind of like looking at dead bodies and stuff, and I think her uncle runs this morgue, and she's trying to figure out who Jack the Ripper is and all that stuff, and it sounds so great. I've heard so many great things about it, and it was a lot of people's favorite book of 2016, so I'm really looking forward to getting into this. If you guys can hear the birds chirping, you're not going insane. There are birds chirping. I have my window slightly open, so sorry about that. The next two books I got at the same time. I went with my mom to Barnes & Noble. Seems to be a common theme here. Me and my mom go to Barnes & Noble a lot. So anyway, we went to Barnes & Noble, and I picked up these two books, and the first one is Toward a Secret Sky by Heather McLean. This was actually one of my anticipated books of 2017, so I'm really excited to finally have gotten it. I know that it takes place in Scotland, which is what really sold me on it. I've never read a book set in Scotland before, even though I love Scotland, so I really want to read a book set in Scotland. I have read a little bit of Outlander, and of course I've watched the TV show, but I haven't committed to finishing the entire book of Outlander yet, so I'm really excited to pick this up. So it's about this girl, and she's like really good at solving mysteries and like cracking codes and all of that stuff, and her mom dies, and then she is sent to Scotland, and she finds this journal, and she has to kind of like discover what it means and like the hidden messages in it, and like it just sounds really good. So I'm very excited. So the book that I got along with that one when I was at Barnes & Noble that time was Alex Approximately by Jen Bennett. I actually bought this kind of on a whim because I heard Taylor Talks Books talking about it on her channel, and I don't really read a lot of contemporaries, but she said that this was an amazing contemporary and that it's like now one of her favorites, if not her favorite. I don't remember if she said it was her favorite or not, but I am really excited to get into this. It's about this girl. She's like online on this chat room, and she's talking to this guy, and they're both really interested in movies, so they're talking about movies, and she eventually, I believe, meets him in real life, and a romance sparks, and I just think that it's such a cute sounding book. One of the things that kind of like made me want to read it was the whole movie aspect, and I don't really like watch a lot of movies, but I do like filming and like making movies and stuff, and that's what I'm going to college for. So I'm very excited to get into this, and I love the cover. It's just so summery and so cute, and I'm very excited for this book. The next book I got for Easter, and I had actually mentioned to my mom when we were in Barnes & Noble that I wanted this book, and she ended up getting it for me for Easter because she says that she never knows what books to get me because she doesn't know what books I already have, which I don't blame her because I have a lot of books, but I told her that these were good ones to get because I actually don't have any of them, and that is Le Morte d'Arthur by Sir Thomas Malory. This is one of the Barnes & Noble Classic editions. If you guys don't know this about me, I really love the TV show Merlin. It's my favorite TV show of all time, so I want to read Le Morte d'Arthur, which is what it's based on because it's based on Arthurian legend, and I really want to read the legend that this show is based on. It's so beautiful. I love these editions. The next couple books that I got were all part of the Iron Fae series, and that is The Iron Daughter, The Iron Queen, and The Iron Knight, all by Julie Kagawa. I just read the first book in the series, so I wanted to get the next couple so that I could continue because it's a very addicting series. It follows this girl named Megan, and she lives in our world, and then her brother gets kidnapped by Fae, and she finds out that she is half Fae, and she goes into this amazing world called the Never Never, and she like discovers all these cool creatures and stuff like that on the path to finding her brother, and it's such a fun series and I definitely would recommend it. I am on the second book right now and I'm really enjoying it, but it's on pause at the moment because of Court of Wings and Ruin, so I am excited to get back into this once I finish that, but I'll probably need a little bit of time after I finish that book to breathe. Next book I got with my Amazon gift card was Poison Study by Maria V. Schneider, which I am beyond excited about because I wanted this book for like 4 years, but I've been like putting off getting it for some reason. You know that book that you have? You probably have that one that you always add it to your Amazon cart, and then you're like, wow, like my order is too much money, so then you just take it out, and then you put it in the next one, and then you take it out. So I finally decided to get this book, and I'm very happy that I did. I'm really excited to read it. I've heard such great things about this. This book follows a girl, and she's about to be executed for murder, and she's given a choice to either go through with the execution or become the poison tester for, I believe, the king of this kingdom. And she decides to become the poison tester, and it just sounds so good. So I'm really excited to get into this at some point, and it sounds like a really fun fantasy read, and I'm very excited for this. The next book that I got was actually sent to me kindly by this author, so thank you so much for sending this to me, and that is Overruled by Brittany Joy. She also sent over this little bookmark, and she signed it, which is really cool, so thank you so much, Brittany. Cannot wait to get into this book. The next book is just kind of a funny one that I got at Barnes & Noble one of the other times I was out with my mom, and that is The Naked Roommate and 107 Other Issues You Might Run Into in College by Harlan Cohen. This book, my mom went to a like seminar thing at my college about how to parent a student in college and like what to do and what not to do, and they recommended this book to her, and there was a parent edition and a student edition, so she got me the student edition because I'm going into my freshman year in the fall, and she figured that this would be helpful to me, so thank you, Mom, for buying this for me. But I am excited to read little sections of this that I feel will be helpful to me. The next book I got is perhaps the most exciting one of this entire book haul, and that, obviously, if you couldn't guess, is A Court of Wings and Ruin by Sarah J. Maas. I am currently reading this. I'm like 200 something pages in, and it's so good, and I'm loving it, and I'm vlogging while I'm reading it, so I'm really excited. In addition to A Court of Wings and Ruin, which I'm reading right now, I also got A Court of Wings and Ruin. And you might ask, Amber, why did you buy 2 copies of Court of Wings and Ruin? I bought one of these copies from Amazon a long time ago. I pre-ordered it, and then I found out that Sarah J. Maas is actually coming to my area for a signing, and you have to order the book through the people that are hosting the signing, and Barnes & Noble was hosting my signing, so I got another copy. This one's from Barnes & Noble, this one's from Amazon, and this will be signed eventually, so I have 2 copies, one that's going to be all tabbed up and possibly defaced. I'm thinking about defacing it, but I'm not really sure yet. Since I have 2 copies, I'm thinking of doing that, and then the other one is just going to be my pristine signed copy that I'm not going to wreck or read or ruin. Get it? Ruin. Anyway, but yes, I am loving this book so far. And the last book that I got in this haul is not really a book, it's a coloring book, and it's the Court of Thorns and Roses coloring book. I have the Throne of Glass one, so of course I had to get the Court of Thorns and Roses one. Since A Court of Thorns and Roses is my favorite series, how many times can I say A Court of Thorns and Roses fast? Probably a lot, because I've practiced doing it because I have to say it in a lot of videos, because I mention it in like every video. Anyway, I got this coloring book and I'm so excited about it. It has all this artwork from the series. I love this trend. I just love having all this artwork for my favorite series. So those are all the books that I got. That is about it for this very large spring book haul. I hope that you guys all enjoyed it. If you did, please feel free to give it a thumbs up. You can also subscribe down below if you want to see more of my videos, and I'll see you all next time. Bye! Woo, woo.